Have you ever forgotten where you put your keys and just wished for a second that you had a perfect photographic memory? Well, what if I told you that capacity, how much you can store, isn't your problem? Today, we are unlocking the secrets of the Savant mind, and you're going to see what it reveals about the incredible potential that's hiding inside all of us. Okay, let's get into it. This quote from our source material, man, it just nails it. For a savant, memory isn't about looking back into some foggy, distant past. It's about experiencing a perfectly preserved present. That's a total mind-bender, right? And it's the key to understanding everything we're about to cover. So how do we even begin to picture a mind like this? Well, the source gives us this incredible metaphor, the inner library. I want you to forget about the messy, chaotic filing cabinet of your own memory for a minute and imagine something far, far more grand. Yeah, see, this isn't just some dusty collection of facts and figures. The inner library is a living, breathing world inside the mind. It's a full simulation you can literally step into and explore. It's not about data storage, it's about world building. Okay, so what does the blueprint of this architecture actually look like? How does it really stack up against a typical mind like yours or mine? Well, let me tell you, the differences are absolutely staggering. This right here, this lays it all out. Our minds, they tend to work like a bunch of separate bins. You gotta rummage around, follow this one path to find what you're looking for. The savant mind, it's a holistic simulation where everything is connected and you can pull up anything instantly. But what's the real secret sauce? It comes down to brain waves. Most of us are buzzing along in a beta state. That's our active conscious mind. Savants, on the other hand, are cruising in a theta state, the realm of the subconscious. First off, let's just try to wrap our heads around the sheer scale here. We are talking about storing entire libraries worth of information with perfect, high-definition clarity. It's a storage capacity that seems completely superhuman. And this is maybe the biggest difference of all. When a savant recalls something, they aren't just remembering a word or a number. They are re-experiencing the entire event. It's the difference between just reading the script and watching the entire play unfold in full color right inside your mind. One is just data, the other is a full-blown experience. And all of this leads to a state that the source calls the eternal present. Imagine if every single thing you ever learned was as fresh and easy to access as what you learned 5 minutes ago. For them, the past isn't a memory. It's just another room in the library they can walk into whenever they want. Okay, so the what is absolutely mind-blowing. But the how? This is where it gets really juicy. How is this constant, perfect simulation even possible? The secret, the whole thing, boils down to theta waves. Now, this is the brain state we usually only get a taste of in deep meditation or right as we're dreaming. It's the frequency of intuition, of deep, deep memory. It's where those sudden aha moments in the shower come from. The savant mind, though, it basically lives there, completely bypassing the analytical filter of our normal brain. And just to show you this isn't some mystical concept, it's grounded in real science. We're talking about a very specific electrical frequency in the brain, 4 to 8 hertz. That's the slow, powerful rhythm that unlocks the door to the inner library. So this theta state, it creates what the source calls a constant simulation. That example of calendrical savants, it's perfect. They don't do math to figure out what day of the week it was hundreds of years ago. They literally just see a map of time in their head and look at the date. The source says this whole thing is powered by a kind of internal energy, but the real key is what it calls a disinhibited brain. It's not wasting energy filtering everything. It's like their brain took off the emergency brake that the rest of us are driving around with. All right, this is where it gets personal, because this isn't just about understanding some rare ability in other people. This is about recognizing the blueprint for a potential that exists in every single one of us. So let's just cut right to the chase. What does all this inner library, this crazy memory, what does it really mean for you? Is this just some cool, fascinating anomaly, or is it a clue to our own hidden power? Well, the answer might just blow you away. And here it is. This is the single most important takeaway. Your brain has the storage. You already have an inner library. The problem isn't the library, it's that you've lost the key. Our constant, chattering, analytical mind acts like a filter, and it's locking us out of this deeper, more powerful system. I absolutely love this quote from the source.
because it just flips the whole script. It reframes how we should see savants. They're not a glitch in the system. They are the control group. They're showing us what the human mind is capable of without all the noise and chatter we think is normal. They are the baseline.
So if it's all about access, is there a way to pick the lock? Even for a moment? Let's move from theory to practice with a simple exercise you can try right now. We're going to use an ancient technique called the memory palace. And it's brilliant because it's basically a cheat code. It forces you to use the Savant's method, thinking in pictures, spatially, holistically, instead of just trying to remember a boring linear list. All right, take your time with this. First, get a list of 10 abstract words, stuff like freedom, gravity, silence. Next, build your palace. Close your eyes and really vividly imagine a place you know like the back of your hand. Now, here's the magic step: placement. Take each word and turn it into a crazy, bizarre, multi-sensory image. Don't just think freedom. See a bald eagle bursting through your bedroom window. Feel the wind on your face. Hear its cry. And place that image right on your bed. Do that for all 10 words. Then, all you have to do is mentally walk that path and retrieve the images. And the reason this works so incredibly well is because it's a brain hack, plain and simple. It hijacks your normal way of thinking. It forces your brain out of its logical, word-based rut and into its visual, spatial, theta-driven territory. You stop trying to remember the list, and you start simply seeing the scene you created.
So what does this all mean? It means that perfect memory you've always been wishing for, it's not something you need to go out and get. It's something you just have to uncover. It's already there, inside your own inner library, just waiting in the stillness behind all the noise. The only question left is, will you take the time to listen?